Hi, everybody. Jim Howell from the KFNX Weather Center. Going to finally try to cool things down this weekend from some record heat this past week. Looks like 105 on Saturday, 102 on Sunday afternoon as low pressure moves across. And the first of the week, we are mid to upper 90s finally. Some showers north of the valley. Jim Howell, KFNX News Talk Radio, 1100.
Currently in downtown Phoenix, it's 96 degrees.
Lars Larson, weeknights at 10 on KFNX.
Attention all control points. All military, all civil defense units. Execute severest measures to control hysteria and keep traffic flowing. Martial law. Emphasize martial law.
Welcome to Crowded Planet Radio. I'm Bunker Bob along with Wolf Boy Jack and Danger Wayne here tonight. Very cool. Vince is on vacation. Very cool, Vince, if you're listening back east there. We love you, buddy, and you're welcome to call in, of course. Hey, PETA, the People for the Ethical Treatment of Animals, is set to launch a porn website. You heard me right. They're going to launch a porn website. And the question tonight is that a sign of the apocalypse or just great marketing?
Or is it, as you like to put it, an economic indicator?
Well, that's true. This, marketing and all that's got an economic aspect to it. And we're going to discuss this topic tonight with a spokesperson from PETA. We have on the line with us Carrie Snyder. Carrie, are you there with us?
Yep. Hello.
Hi, Carrie. She's a little hot there, Wayne. Is that volume-wise? I can't speak for anything else at the moment on radio, but it was like popping in my ear. Is that our volume or is she on?
That's your volume.
Okay.
Once you turn your headphones down.
Okay.
There you go.
You think I would know better by now?
You would think so.
So, Carrie, first.
Better?
Yeah, we're good.
Oh, good.
All right, thanks. So, Carrie, thanks for joining us to represent PETA and tell us about the plans to launch this porn website. And, of course, first question would be, what are you wearing tonight?
Let's see. I'm wearing my non-leather boots, faux leather, if you will.
Oh, of course, yeah.
Yeah, yeah, and
are they knee-high?
I'd say they're 2 inches below my knee. Does that count?
Oh, yeah. Yes, it does. Yes, it does.
Okay. And a short skirt. I'm sure you'd appreciate it.
Is it plaid?
Is it plaid?
Yeah.
No, it's not plaid.
Oh, okay.
It's red and black.
Oh, fantastic.
Does that do it?
All right. So
far, keep going.
Okay. All right, Wayne, tone it down here. We're here to talk about the website here, okay?
You asked what she was wearing. We only got the bottom half.
Right, but we just got through the fact that she's got a decent sense of humor, so she's a good sport with this, so we're going to give her a chance to talk about this website. Now, this website to promote animal rights and vegan diets, some folks are saying that they think this could backfire on you. Did you guys consider any of that before that idea of doing this?
Yeah, of course. Well, it's a XXX site, and the content's going to be graphic in more ways than one. And people are going to see videos that they might not expect to see. It shows the way animals aren't willing participants in a lot of human pursuits. And I'm sure the responses to that will be varied, but hopefully everyone will walk away having learned something about the way animals are treated and hopefully make changes in their personal life to reflect that.
So this is going to go beyond what we've seen from PETA before, where you might have like a sexy movie star that's holding an animal in front of her private parts. This is going to be graphic, is what you're telling me.
Yeah, I mean, there's certainly going to be graphic content. Exactly what that'll look like, I can't tell you here because we want you to go and check it out for yourself.
Oh, well, we're three guys here tonight. We're going to check it out.
Oh, good. But yeah, it will certainly be graphic. It'll certainly be shocking. But half of that shock will probably come from the way that animals are treated behind closed doors.
All right. Well, we understand that, there are videos from meat slaughterhouses, things like that, that PETA likes to expose to people to, as we say, for the, ethical treatment of animals is what you're all about. What I'm curious about, in this being a porn site, I mean, are you actually going to use any of, like, my favorite name porn stars or anything on the site?
Well, we have worked with other adult stars in the past, like Sasha Grey did an ad for us. Of course, Ron Jeremy has as well. whether they'll be involved in this particular project is yet to be seen. This will mostly be, though, just volunteers from the community, people who care about animals and who want to show off their sexy vegan physique.
Isn't this website actually encouraging people to choke chickens and spank monkeys?
Isn't this what?
I think
repeat that, please.
Well, it would seem to me the website is encouraging people to choke chickens and spank monkeys.
Oh, I see. You're being punny.
Kerry, you're a good sport. You're a good sport. No, but now the reason I seriously ask about using known name porn stars is because you're trying to drive, web traffic, and I would think that from a standpoint of like doing Google searches and that, if you actually had some name talent in that respect, you would automatically get more hits, no?
Yeah, it's a good point. Our marketing team works hard on deciding what's the best way to drive people to our site. And this was pretty recent that we discovered that the website was for sale, and we're able to jump on that. It was just the beginning of September. So the entire marketing plan is yet to be seen, but, like I said, you can certainly count on some shocking content.
What's the website going to be called if it was still available?
It's PETA.xxx, but the entire XXX.
You mean that wasn't taken?
For sale. That's right. Yeah, it just went up for sale, and we caught it.
Well, I'm shocked to hear that somebody actually had ever saved that, because I was discussing with my co-host before the show that never in my imagination would I have ever reserved that particular website thinking it would ever get used. So you're telling me there's some entrepreneur out there that had that name that you have to get that from them?
Right. Well, the actual the .xxx is the part that was for sale. So yes, each of those suffixes are owned by different entities, and we were able to snatch that up and put PETA on the front and use it for the good of animals.
Different companies do that.
Mm-hmm.
Bunker Bob's looking confused, so I'm trying to explain to him that that's how these companies make money, is by owning certain suffixes.
Well, yeah, I'm still catching up with this internets thing, But so the tantalizing videos and photographs are going to have animal rights messages, then obviously that will follow them. And according to an article that we picked up off the Associated Press, you guys say that past experience shows that people will stay on the website, not just for the nudity, but then they'll continue viewing. And that's kind of, I guess, what you're hoping for. But I'm just wondering, well, here, let me just throw another marketing tip to you, okay?
Sure.
If you're hoping for the folks to stay tuned, after the nudity part, then what you want to do for sure is you want to have your message also in text on the screen, not just in audio.
Like a scroller?
Right, because what will happen is, after the nudity goes away and all that stuff, then what will happen?
What?
Then what's going to happen is people aren't going to be listening to the volume, so you want to have the visual with some text on there as well, so that if they turn the volume down, that they actually are knowing what you're talking about.
All right, a fair point. At the end of most of our videos, there's some text, usually directing people to more information, like our vegetarian and vegan starter kit. But I'll certainly let our folks in our video department know of your idea.
Well, excellent. Now, Kerry Snyder, spokeswoman for PETA, here, talking to us about PETA.xxx coming to a computer soon at your home, Wayne.
I'll check it out. I want to see what their ideas are going to be.
Yeah. Now, my co-host Wolfboy Jack had an interesting question I want to be sure we throw out to you. We're trying to imagine the PETA corporate offices, and we're thinking about, that meeting room you guys sit around, and we're wondering who was in that meeting room, and the brainstorming stuff. We really want, here at Crowded Planet Radio, we want really the deep news here. So take us inside the PETA boardroom where that was going on, maybe yourself included in the brainstorming, and how did they come to porn with this combo for animal rights?
Great question. All of our ideas are really collaborative, and I get this question all the time, and the answer is pretty much always it was everyone's idea. it's very rarely just one person who speaks up. It's, we'll hear about something in the news, and we'll all sit around and talk about it and bandy about a few ideas, and by the time we're out of that room, we have a great idea that's going to bring animal rights into the media. I wish I could take credit for every single one, but it's really all of us.
So now here's what happened. Somebody got caught watching porn at the PETA offices, and they said, "What are you doing?" He's like,
research
for a new marketing plan."
Yeah.
That's what really happened.
Well, I'll tell you what. You're waiting then. You're waiting then to still buy. Let me go back to this internet thing here.
They're building the website right now. They have.
But
they bought the web address.
Okay, you guys do own PETA.xxx?
Yeah, we're still getting official approval, but we have no reason to think it won't be approved. There's
who's
just
going to
this
block
short
it?
approval.
Well,
there's this short approval process that takes about 8 weeks.
Even if they can't get that site, I think there's other options too, like www.ilikedoggiesstyle.com comes to mind.
You need to be in those boardrooms.
I do.
Yeah, you see, Wolfboy Jack, he's got some good marketing ideas too,
I like doggies style.
So, I'm thinking I've heard in the past that about 50% of the time spent online is actually spent at porn sites. Statistically, that would probably be mostly male, some female as well, Is the PETA audience, though, isn't it maybe more of a female? What's the gender breakdown with PETA members?
Great question. We actually have a very wide range of supportership. You're right that it probably skews a little more female, but we have a huge male supporter base. And definitely that's who we see going to our site time after time again to see our sexy lettuce ladies or our I'd rather go naked than wear fur ads. So this is another way to grab that demographic and hopefully show them some footage and give them some information they wouldn't have otherwise.
So, Terry, my co-host Wolfboy Jack is single. Do you recommend, like, PETA conventions and stuff? You pick up chicks if it's, like, a good demographic?
Like women, not baby chicks.
I'm sorry,
chickens.
women.
If he's into compassionate women who are smart, then definitely show up at an animal rights conference, meet some very fit, very healthy ladies. That's for sure.
Wolfboy is smiling here. He's speechless.
When's the next convention and where?
Yeah, Carrie, where are we speaking to you from at this point? Are you?
I'm in Los Angeles.
Okay, so are you like a West Coast regional person for PETA or what?
Well, our headquarters right now are in Norfolk, Virginia, but they're actually moving out to Los Angeles pretty soon.
Oh.
So pretty soon all of us will be out here, but in the meantime, there are just a handful of us who work out here.
Okay. I had a quick question are you going to do it as a typical porn site where you get a preview of everything and then you have to pay to become a member? Is that how you're going to work it, or is it all just going to be free and check it out?
Yeah, the site is completely free. It's just, we want to reach as many people as we possibly can with our
free
message.
Does it.
So, what's that?
When something's free, everyone's going to check it out.
Exactly, yeah. Free photos of beautiful women and beautiful men. That will hopefully bring enough people to our site to come and learn about the way animals are treated.
Well, you mentioned a little earlier that you had used, some people from the porn industry before. You threw out a couple of names, and I just want to say that I don't think Ron Jeremy's going to work for this one for you, I think in particular. I think you want to go. I think you maybe want to really skew more to the female stars, I think it's kind of.
Yeah, well, we'll definitely see who's up for it. Like I said, it's also going to be a lot of people just from the community, just volunteers as well.
So people that are, members of your organization and that will just offer themselves.
Hey, where's the photographer?
Offer themselves up.
They already have. It hasn't been too hard to find volunteers. There's so many people who are eager to use their minds and their bodies to help animals. As soon as we announced it, we started getting phone calls from people who are very happy to be a part of it.
Well, we just have a few seconds left before we're going to leave with you, but this site, is it going to be graphic to the point of, like, where there'll even be couples and stuff like that? Is it going to get that graphic, or is it just going to be...
You're trying to drag it out of me, but I can't tell you the exact details. You'll have to go to the site.
All right. You saw it. Carrie Snyder, spokeswoman for PETA, thank you so much for joining Crowded Planet Radio, telling us about PETA XXX. Stay tuned for it.
Every day's a holiday in Healthy Habit Health Food Store, 6029 North 7th Street. Tune in to Healthy House Call discussing the latest breakthroughs of integrative medicine. Tune in Monday through Friday, 9 to 10 a.m. and call with your questions. 602-266-1000. Discover world-class physicians, medical researchers, Hollywood celebrities, professional athletes, and testimonials from our patients and consumers of natural products. Call 602-266-1000.
Homeowners, did you know a burglar could break into your home and get away in just 5 minutes? A locked door may not be enough to keep a thief out of your home. Think about what you can lose, and then think about this. Now you can get a free security system monitored by ADT, the leader in home security. Pick up your phone now and get free hardware, free medical and fire alert, and free activation. It's an $850 value. Just call Protect Your Home, your authorized ADT dealer, at 1-800-948-7434. You'll get 24-hour protection, and there's no cost for parts or activation. So call now about a free security system monitored by ADT. Call 1-800-948-7434. $99 installation charge. 36-month monitoring agreement at $35.99 a month. Call for terms and conditions to this offer and protect your home license numbers. Call now. 1-800-948-7434. That's 1-800-948-7434.
Hi, I'm Steve Gates, host of A Call to Rights here on KFNX. If you haven't heard our show every Saturday from noon to 2, you're missing out on the greatest in news, commentary, and guests discussing your rights under our Constitution. The latest updates on how to protect your rights from an out-of-control government. And you'll learn our most important motto, how never to be a victim. If you're concerned with the direction our country is going, tune in and learn how to help take it back. Take back your rights on A Call to Rights with me, Steve Cates, Saturdays at noon on KFNX.
Men, we don't know what we did.
Know you're out there. Welcome back, Crowded Planet Radio, KFNX News Talk Radio 1100. I'm Bunker Bob along with Wolf Boy Jack and Danger Wayne in the studio. The vacationing, very cool Vince is not with us tonight. But, you know, I wonder, we just got finished speaking with Carrie Snyder, spokeswoman for PETA. PETA is going to put together PETA.xxx on the web, a porn website, hoping to attract you to...
Hoping?
Yeah.
I think the only people they're going to attract are people who are Googling the phrase animal porn. And that's not exactly the...
We didn't ask that.
Yeah,
we didn't ask about bestiality on the website.
Huh. Well, Carrie Snyder said that she was glad for an opportunity to, you know, talk about PETA XXX to a few lonely guys on a Friday night. And so she said that she'd come back anytime.
We're definitely a target audience. But...
She'd come back even wearing her non-leather boots. Wayne, see if, since Very Cool Vince isn't here tonight, we don't have, you know, he's our researcher, but
right.
Maybe in the meantime, if any possibility, why don't you see if you can find any images of Carrie Snyder on Google?
Okay.
I mean, she must be a marketing person there at PETA, so there's probably some pictures of her on their About Us page. Let us know how hot she is. See, maybe we could get the Crowded Planet listenership to vote for her to be on the website. Of course, I don't know how that could potentially change her as a spokesperson then. It's a little hard to maybe be a spokesperson if people know what you look like undressed. Is that kind of, the whole public relations image thing kind of goes right to hell that way, you know? Speaking of public relations, speaking of images, I think the Wolf Boy has something about Lindsay Lohan.
That's right. Lindsay Lohan is reportedly falling behind on her court-ordered community service. The Mean Girls actress has to complete 480 hours, seems like a lot to me, of community service as part of her sentence. So far, she's only served 60 of the required hours. You know, I think I have an opportunity for Lindsay Lohan to complete her community service. I'm holding a ball later this month to raise money for cystic fibrosis, another ball next month to raise money for breast cancer. I think that Lindsay Lohan could easily put in 100 hours helping me hold my balls.
Either that, or I thought you were going to suggest that she maybe gets a little side work with PETA there or something in the new website.
That's right.
Well, what type of community service did they have her do? Does it say? I mean, what is she supposed to be doing?
Part of it she's supposed to spend at a morgue.
Oh, yeah, the drunk driving kind of
right,
stuff?
Right, the drunk driving kind of thing.
Oh. Scared straight or something, or scared not drunk.
Exactly.
Or something to that effect.
Exactly.
60 hours she's completed out of 480.
Out of 480.
Now, why do you think that is? Is it too? Was the sentencing too much, or was the wow? That's a lot of hours just to do.
I want to say, what was her crime? It was stealing like a $2,000 necklace, I think. So maybe, you know.
Oh yeah, that thing where she said that she just accidentally took it. Was that the story that time?
Yeah, that's always a story.
Jack's a lawyer. He says, everybody in jail is not guilty.
Or could have been one of those, we couldn't get you on the other crime, so we're going to get you on, we're going to compound it on this one, then we can get you on.
Yeah.
Sort of like the tax fraud with Capone.
Well, you know,
sort of thing.
You're kind of right, though, Jack. I mean, 40 hours, that's 12 work weeks. That's
480, yeah.
That's a lot of time.
Yeah, 480, not 40 hours.
No, but I'm saying if it's a 40-hour work week times 12.
It's a lot of time she can't spend making really bad movies and, cavorting around with.
So the judge was trying to protect the public,
right?
not just trying to protect
That was
her.
his community service, was making sure she had to do it.
Protecting us. Okay.
By the way, if the Carrie Snyder that I've found is her, 7.
7?
It's one of those you could.
That's a 7 on the Danger Wayne scale.
Yeah, that's true.
Is the picture still up over there?
Yeah.
Wolf Boy, jump into the control room and give us your rating. Okay.
I'll take a look.
D. Wolf Boy Jack's going to go have a look at Carrie Snyder from PETA. This will be Carrie Snyder clothed, I imagine.
That one on the right.
But, we had Carrie Snyder on, a spokesperson for PETA, calling us from Los Angeles, talking about PETA planning a porn website. They're hoping that when men accidentally fall upon this porn website, that they will look past the initial meat in the videos and then look further at the meat in the slaughterhouses and be turned off about burgers. Okay, Jack, so Danger Wayne said a 7. What are we talking about?
I don't think that's fair. I think we've got to do some better investigative work
Oh, could be the wrong person?
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, the name Carrie Snyder, it's probably common enough that, all right, well, Danger Wayne is, I see him deep in study,
looking really bad at the end of the show.
Looking further into this. So, there's another story along the lines of life and relationships and people and women, and I don't know, it's not, maybe this next person I want to bring up in our Crowded Planet news stories here today, maybe this person should have considered a porn website when she still had the chance. It seems as though 17 years ago it's been now since the blue dress with the semen stain on it.
Ooh, how could we forget?
Been 17 years. Monica Lewinsky is now 38 years old, and evidently she's a little lonely, Jack.
Is she on jdate.com? I'm registered.
Match.com.
So, it's possible she's on the Jewish dating service. I mean,
she's Jewish?
Matchmaker, make
Lewinsky is kind of, I think, is that like a Polish Jewish name or something?
Yeah, she's Jewish.
Oh.
Yeah. Well, just in case you're curious, she spends her time between L.A. and New York. Her family owns homes in both.
Wealthy?
Well, the family had a little money, they were doing okay. A little maybe L.A. real estate money or whatever. Her handbags didn't make her much dough, so that didn't turn out too well. But she doesn't really keep her own residence anymore because I guess the media still kind of bugs her, and she's still finding herself having a hard time finding a relationship. She just, she
did it to herself. It's one of those.
No, I think Clinton did it to her.
Yeah, but she decided to, because there was no way she was going to become Mrs. Clinton. And this is the same thing what happens with women who get divorced from very powerful, very, very manly men. The guys are going to, I got to be the next guy after Clinton? No, that's not going to happen.
I think that she could do a reality show, and I've already got an idea for what it should be.
Okay.
It should be Bill Clinton, like in one of those set me up with somebody kind of shows, like a
dating game kind of thing?
Yeah, like a Bachelor kind of show.
Okay.
What do you think about that?
Well, I think that
that would get ratings.
Anything to do with her personal life and everything would absolutely, draw attention. Probably not quite as much as PETA.XXX, but
maybe she might be on there. They're in L.A.
Huh.
They do have big animals too. They need to take care of.
not quite sure. Anyway,
meaning she'll stand behind a big animal naked.
Oh, okay, gotcha.
God,
well, you know,
thinking I was saying she's a huge animal.
You know, Wayne, you made a comment that who was she kidding? She was never going to marry Bill Clinton,
right?
But sources say that she is still reportedly in love with him, and she always will be. There's no one else who's going to make her happy, and that she claims that even though he came out in his book and said it was a fling, that he's not telling the truth, that he had feelings for her, and they had a mutual relationship. I mean, I don't know, let's see, he's 65 now, she's 38, do the math on that. There's 27 years between them. Yeah, he's about to be, yeah. So, let's see, 28 years between them, so when she was 21, so I mean, he was like 50 or something almost, he was 48. I don't know, that was still kind of a stretch. 48-year-old guy with a 21-year-old woman, and she's thinking that she's going to get married to him, you know.
He still loved me. He said it. Sure, he's a politician. He knows how to lie to your face and make you like it.
Is that why he got elected twice?
Yeah. Well, that and Dole wasn't that much of a... Other factors played into it.
She said it was a real relationship, and she's still waiting for him. Oh, well. Monica, give us a call, 602-277-5369.
We're only two.
All right, more about love and entrepreneurs and etiquette and all that good stuff. Stay with us, Crowded Planet, Bunker Bob, Danger Wayne, Wolf Boy Jack.
Laura Ingraham, Neil Bortz, Rita Cosby, Lou Dobbs, KFNX News Talk Radio 1100, the voice of the Valley.
CNN Radio, I'm Rick Vincent. Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu presented Israel's case against full Palestinian membership in the United Nations in a speech to the General Assembly Friday. He says he'll do everything within his power to keep Israel secure, even in the face of international condemnation.
Better a bad press than a good eulogy. And better still would be a fair press, whose sense of history extends beyond breakfast, and which recognizes Israel's legitimate security concerns.
The Palestinians say Israel's not interested in peace since it continues expanding its settlements. We may be just minutes away from the remnants of a satellite re-entering Earth's atmosphere. There's the potential for 26 pieces of debris ranging from 10 pounds to hundreds of pounds. World pressure against the Syrian regime intensified Friday with imposition of more international sanctions and a renewed call by the UN to bring in the International Court. The reports another 13 people were killed Friday. The most trusted name in news, this is CNN Radio.
Hi, everybody. Jim Howell from the KFNX Weather Center. Going to finally try to cool things down this weekend from some record heat this past week. Looks like 105 on Saturday, 102 on Sunday afternoon as low pressure moves across. And the first of the week, we are mid to upper 90s. Finally, some showers north of the valley. Jim Howell, KFNX News Talk Radio, 1100.
Currently, in downtown Phoenix, it's 94 degrees.
Lars Larson. Weeknights at 10 on KFNX.
Attention women business owners looking for strategies to grow your business and build professional relationships with other successful women? Then we invite you to join the Phoenix chapter of the National Association of Women Business Owners. NAWBO is one of the 5 most influential organizations in the Valley, according to the Business Journal. We offer many networking opportunities, business education seminars, and a nationally recognized mentoring program. For more info, go to nawbophx.org or call 602-772-4985. That's 602-772-4985.
Since 1980, Information Methods Incorporated has been a leader in technology consulting. The management experience of IMI's Prime Consultants and Associates includes years of expertise in both public and private sectors. From assigning a project management officer to a complete end-of-project postmortem, IMI applies industry standards and our own custom methodologies to ensure your next technology project is a success. For details and example solutions, visit www.imi-us.com. We measure our success by your success. Your partner, IMI.
Are
Are you interested in a consultation with Dr. Kondrot or one of his 3-day programs? His 3-day program is the best way to help you regain your vision loss. This comprehensive program includes an extensive diagnosis based on homeopathic principles, daily lectures on the essentials to improve your vision, and 3 days of intensive treatments. Take this important step now. Call 1-800-430-9328 to learn more about this special program. His 3-day program is the best way to help you regain your vision loss. Call 1-800-430-9328.
Friday night, 3 lonely guys just hanging out. No chicken choking, no monkey spanking, no. It ain't that kind of show.
Well, then we also don't have the PETA Triple X site up.
That's right. We got to wait for the site to come up.
Right.
KFNX News Talk Radio 1100. I'm Bunker Bob, along with Wolf Boy Jack. Danger Wayne doing control room and research tonight because the vacationing, very cool Vince, he's out there somewhere on the East Coast. I'm trying to channel him, but the animal spirit lady is not here tonight, so
your hawk ain't finding the penguin?
Yeah, well, he was a penguin, and what else was he? It was 2 things.
A wolf.
The wolf.
Yeah.
Because we figured, why wasn't Wolf Boy Jack a wolf?
Yeah.
And you know, as a matter of fact, we are following up on that animal spirit. Let me get this correct. Spirit Animal Wisdom. Yeah. Spirit Animal Wisdom is the website for the lady who can tell what your animal spirit guide is, and she can also, like, sit with your pet of any type. She's more than a horse whisperer. She's like
cat whisperer, dog whisperer.
Yeah. I don't know if she can go as far as like goldfish or anything.
Yeah, we never asked her what animals she couldn't talk to or were afraid of.
Huh. All right. Well, she'll come back in a couple months.
She does the whole King Cobra sort of thing.
No. I'm imagining not. At least not with it outside the tank. You know what I mean? Maybe
right.
Bring it into the studio in like a tank, you know, sealed, locked, all that stuff, and she could look into its eyes maybe and see what kind of a day it's having, you know. But anyway, yeah, Spirit Animal Wisdom is an interesting website you might want to check out. One of our former guests and a friend of the show. Let's call her a friend of the show, right?
Okay.
Jack will be.
I like how you needed approval from. Like, can he be a friend? Can she be a friend? Okay. All right. It passes. The measure passes.
You know what it is also, though? Jack's a lawyer, so in approving our friends, there's like a certain bar that has to be met in the true sense of the word. You know what I mean? They've got to pass, like, you know, Homeland Security. They got to pass all these different levels of legality and everything. And then,
I'm
of course,
still waiting on a fingerprint check for her, but I'm going to tentatively say she's
the full background check. And, of course, you know, in Wayne's world over there in the control room, it's a matter of, like, you know, we got to check, like, what kind of beer they drink, stuff like that.
Right.
To see if they can be a friend of the show.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I mean, how often do they adjust? Anyway, moving right along, I think Wolf Boy has some other news. It's funny, Los Angeles somehow, we're channeling Los Angeles tonight. Our PETA guest was calling from Los Angeles. We're talking about Monica Lewinsky, who was like, you know, she's bi-coastal. She does L.A. I mean, she lives in L.A.
That's a movie to put on the PETA website, right? Monica does L.A.
And you have something from L.A. as well, from the Jackson family, evidently.
For whatever reason, this is out of London. Don't ask me. I guess Jermaine Jackson is living in London or talking to reporters in London.
Huh, okay.
Jermaine Jackson says that he secretly arranged to fly Michael Jackson out of the country in case Michael was found guilty of child molestation. In other words, he would have like been Michael Jackson's Al Cowlings. The plan was to fly Michael to Bahrain, which does not have an extradition treaty with the U.S. That's very useful information for those of you out there who are considering committing crimes and fleeing the country.
And as long as you have like some kind of sheik or something that's your friend and you have a place to go. I know they actually did.
He spent some time over there till he freaked him out too much and they said, you got to go.
Yeah, so he was actually kind of what do they call that when you're checking out a site like for a crime kind of a thing? Casing it? Yeah, he was casing it. He was casing Bahrain to see if he could live there.
Yeah, well, I think somebody spent a year there as a guest of the son of Bahrain's king. Maybe it was Jermaine Jackson or I think it was Michael Jackson himself.
Yeah, it was Michael. Yeah.
Spent a whole year in Bahrain, so he already cased it up and he was ready to hop on a plane and
Did he spend that
big
year?
white Gulfstream?
Yeah, I mean, I'm wondering though, chronologically, did he spend that year in Bahrain while like Nancy Grace was talking about him on TV every day of the week, or what? Maybe he was trying to distance himself. I can't remember when that was. Well, we'll check on that story when Very Cool Vince comes back.
Really? Anything dealing with Nancy Grace, I do not want to touch.
Okay. That's fine. So
I had to Google animal porn before I Googled Nancy Grace.
And if Nancy Grace ends up on then I won't even go to a free porn site anymore.
So Wayne's saying that Nancy Grace is not a friend of the show.
Right.
Right.
Okay.
It's unanimous then. Okay.
Blacklisted.
Measure passes. Moving on.
Moving along in the Crowded Planet Radio relationship files, you younger guys maybe can, tell me where this all fits in your lives and that. This is from Amsterdam, this story. Prosecutors there are charging a woman with stalking after she allegedly called her boyfriend, her ex-boyfriend, I guess now, 65,000 times she called him.
Kidding me?
She must have, like, speed dial on her computer, like a spamming kind of thing or something, right? How else could you do that?
Yeah, exactly. That's
over what period of time?
They say this was within a year.
You got to be kidding me!
And
I math on that one.
I wonder if it's a typo. I did the math. I did the math on it.
It's like
Seriously.
200-something times a day, right?
Jack, you're good. It's 178 times a day. Oh wait, you know, I based it on 20 hours a day, figuring she'd at least sleep 4 hours a day. But then I broke it down to if this is a typo in the article, but they list it in the article a couple times. But let's just say it's a typo for the sake of insanity, you know, or for sanity. If it was 6,500 times, that would be 17 times a day that she called this guy.
Yeah.
Which is more manageable to do, but 65,000?
You know, maybe it is 65,000.
This girl lost her virginity to this guy.
Maybe, you know, Wayne, you're a smart guy there for a young guy, you know. But you know what? 17 times a day is kind of normal anymore, isn't it? Like, you know, come on, Jack, you've dated girls. They send you a text 17 times a day, right?
Sure.
There's a difference between a text and a call. What was that? I didn't catch that, Wolf Boy.
He kind of travels a little bit to foreign countries and stuff, you know, and he's got a number of different area codes that are kind of various area codes that he's getting them from.
It doesn't say who she was doing this to, does it?
Doesn't name the defendant.
You didn't get it.
Is he the defendant? Oh, did I miss that right over the top?
Yeah.
All right, let's
talking about himself.
Bump her over. Okay. Let's see. This was a complaint filed just in August, and police arrested the suspected stalker. Oh, it says that she had several cell phones and computers. She was doing this like a telemarketing thing.
Uh-oh.
So she was calling 65,000 times.
She did call 65,000.
That's true. She's in jail now.
Wow.
In the preliminary hearing, she said that the amount of calls she made was not excessive, she said to the judge. Now, Jack, as a lawyer, could you have defended this woman? I want you to take a moment. I'll keep mentioning a couple more things from the case.
Legal argument.
Yeah, I want you to just think of what the argument would be. You're representing this woman who now, and come on, you know, excuse me, ma'am, but, you know, there's telephone records. There's ways they can check this. And so you saying it's not excessive. And then take it a step further. The man denies they even had a relationship. She says it's an ex-boyfriend. So this is almost like a full case of stalking.
Crazy. You have a crazy client.
Unless she can come up with a semen-stained dress, maybe she is a full-out stalker and never even was with this guy. So
yeah, they probably just shared a blunt and
all right,
thought there was a relationship.
All right, let's all make believe for a second here that we work at the law firm, okay? And we're all going to brainstorm a little bit now. We're going to try to have this woman as our client. We're going to defend her somehow. We're going to say that, you know, she shouldn't, I don't know, go to jail for whatever the heck. What would this be considered? Let's see, court order, like not to contact him anymore. So what do they call that again? With
protective order or restraining order.
Restraining. She's got to restrain her finger from dialing. That's what she's got to do. But how do you defend somebody like that? Do you, in a case like that, is it like a joke to defend them past the fact of just saying, look, Your Honor, give her a break. She's a little mentally ill. Could you go easy on her? Put her in like a psychiatric home. Don't have her serve jail time for this or whatever. You know what I mean?
They got some liberal laws over in the Netherlands, so you know, like in Norway and the Netherlands, they have very liberal laws. When that thing with the guy in Norway happened, you know, that serial murder, they were saying that they couldn't even, you know, obviously they couldn't sentence him to death, but they couldn't even do anything more than I think a certain number of consecutive jail terms. They couldn't even put him in for life. So.
After that mass murder, he's probably going to spend 15 years?
Yeah, it was like they couldn't even put him in for his whole life. He'd be, yeah.
Do they have a lot of, like, reforming in their jails over there? They're going to, like, put him through rehabilitation or something? He's going to come out, like, totally new guy?
You know, what are they going to do with this woman, right? Like, you know, put her in a normal relationship while she's in jail, you know, introduce her to a normal level of communication.
Right, while she's in jail, she'll be, like, tapping on the pipes to communicate with somebody, you know what I mean? She'll be, like, arrested for that. She'll be doing that kind of, oh, man. Anyway.
They'll set up some conjugal visits once a week, teach you what's normal.
You know, years ago, I was doing headhunting for a couple of years, and there was...
What is that?
Well, it's like when you...
you literally were in Africa?
No,
and you were a headhunter?
No. Oh. Headhunting is just a term, Wayne, for helping people find jobs.
Oh.
And when I was doing that job, there was this one woman that she was like a little too desperate, you know, to get a job and everything. And
she solicited you?
Well, no, what it was, like, you know, she had a real, like, short work history and all that, but she did start, like, kind of stalking me by phone. I mean, she wanted me to go to lunch and all that, like, really convince me that she should get hired. And it was like, you know, I'm just, like, presenting you to people. You have to do the interview. I'm not going to, you know, go in and say, yes, hire her or whatever. It's just a matter of presenting you. And she got, like, really kind of weird about it. And
was this in L.A.?
I was in New York.
Oh.
It was in New York.
Couldn't get the trifecta.
Well, I don't know, but I don't know what her problem was, but it just felt kind of weird. I never wanted to, like, do this lunch or anything because I thought, this woman's a little strange. She's a little too crazy. All right, Crowded Planet Radio here at KFNX News Talk Radio 1100. Bunker Bob along with Wolf Boy Jack, Danger Wayne, and the vacationing, very cool Vince here in spirit. Animal spirit. Penguin spirit. Stay with us.
I just got the no questions bus tour because all the questions that seem to be asked of this president are from liberals. Most of them are, oh my God, I love you, Mr. President. I voted for you last time. I'm going to vote you again. You're so great, Mr. President.
Mr. President, let me tell you, first, I love you. I think you're great on Michelle. I think she's beautiful. I love you.
Catch the Laura Ingraham Show Monday through Friday at 6 a.m. on KFNX.
At the American Lung Association, we're fighting for a day when we can all breathe easier. We're fighting for clear skies over every city and healthy lungs throughout the country. We're fighting to keep harmful secondhand smoke out of our public spaces and workplaces, and fighting to free millions of Americans from the addictive grip of tobacco and the devastating effects of lung disease. We're fighting for a day when kids no longer battle airborne poisons in their own homes or the fear of an asthma attack. The American Lung Association isn't just fighting for air, we're fighting for all the things that make it worth breathing, and we can use your help. Join us in the fight. Visit fightingforair.org and read about just a few of the many ways the American Lung Association is fighting to protect the air we breathe, both indoors and out. See what you can do at fightingforair.org.
The Lars Larson Show is on the air.
We got the president's cockamamie jobs plan, and it is a loony one. I mean, I'm talking $450 billion, half the size of the last stimulus that didn't work. Maybe if we try one half as big, Obama says, they're going to shovel a lot of money out to cities and counties to, quote-unquote, save the jobs of cops and firefighters and teachers. But when that money runs out, they're done.
The Lars Larson Show, Monday through Fridays at 10 p.m.
I give you one last chance to rescind your insult of calling me a common dandy. Never?
Friday night, live and local, Crowded Planet Radio here at KFNX News Talk Radio 1100. Bunker Bob, along with Wolfboy Jack and Danger Wayne, in the house tonight. We had a guest from PETA tonight, just to let you be reminded of that in case you're just tuning in. Carrie Snyder, spokeswoman for PETA. If you haven't heard the news, hey, there's going to be a new porn website. They're going to sponsor it. And if you watch the first half of the video, that's, you know, the good part there. And then it'll flip into some kind of message about PETA, at which point they're hoping you'll still watch the message, that you'll learn more about them. But
so just about as you're getting into it, you're going to see a sad puppy dog face.
Yeah.
And that's really going to screw with a lot of guys' minds.
No, what's going to happen is you're going to see, like, you just get into it, and you're going to see like a bloody piece of meat all of a sudden.
No, because then I'd be sitting there going, okay, I'm hungry. But if I see a sad animal, how could you be horny?
Yeah, just like go,
right.
like
exactly.
Yeah.
Just like, man, I've got to go to another free porn.
All right. Well, PETA has an entrepreneurial spirit with that. We'll see how that works out. And the spokesperson.
Is it really entrepreneurial, or just sitting there going, let's go for the basic human needs?
Isn't that entrepreneurial? Didn't you just sum up capitalism right there? Did you just, Wayne, you're genius. You're a rising star.
There's no creativity in it, though.
Well, you know, a lot of companies go for the cheap shot.
Good point.
Wait a second. We got to get somebody. Who's our webmaster for Crowded Planet? We got to We got to go for the cheap shot with Crowded Planet.
Yeah, we need to get people naked on that website.
We need like a fake video cam that doesn't really roll what's going on in the studio here, but it will play like some other background that we can just claim that that's what's going on.
Ah.
We'll be like, we'll just say, yeah, Jack's getting crazy with some chicks over there in the corner, you know? But it'll have not at all anything to do. It won't even be Jack. It'll be somebody else. Oh, my God. Moving on. Truth in advertising. From the Entrepreneur Files here at CrowdedPlanetRadio.com, a former federal cop, I don't think you're going to want to defend this guy, Wolfboy Jack. Yeah. Former federal cop. He was assigned to work at the U.S. Mint in Philadelphia. He stole $2.4 million in what they call error coins, ERROR coins that have mistakes on them that they would normally, I guess, melt or throw. They don't throw them away, I guess. They melt them down and recast them or something. The gentleman's name is William Gray. He admitted in federal court that he took these $1 presidential coins. They were missing the lettering on the edges. He sold them to a California coin dealer. $2.4 million. I mean, this cannot be face value. He could not have taken these $1 presidential coins. What must they sell for to have valued at $2.4 million that he's, you know, accused of stealing? He's worked at the Mint since 1966. He said he purposefully took these coins because he knew they would be more valuable to collectors because they had errors on them. And he's got $50,000 bail, and he's going to be sentenced sometime later at the end of the year.
Since this is an old guy.
1996 he's been there. 1996.
I thought you said 1966.
I'm slurring here tonight.
Put down the cup.
Get that cup away from me there. What's in that cup? 1996, $2.4 million. That's an entrepreneur. That, you know, I would say that he holds the record for the highest dollar value of any of the entrepreneur stories we've ever covered here. I mean,
I would say so.
He absolutely does. Another entrepreneur here that we want to get your opinion of, North Texas, Dateline, owner of a daycare company, accused of spiking the kids' milk. Spiking the kids' milk with antihistamines to make the kids sleepy. Now,
that person needs a beating.
Beat down, okay. Now, what is the entrepreneurial side of this, you ask?
Yeah, really.
Okay. How many kids can you watch if they're awake?
Oh.
Light bulb, doorbell. You can watch.
Light bulb.
You can watch a lot of sleeping kids.
Right.
They don't eat much either when they're asleep.
No, they don't.
They don't poop much.
Well, depending on their age.
You just bring them in there, knock them out, drug them. This daycare center was taking care of kids anywhere from 20 months old to 4 years old, spiking their drinks with antihistamines. 16 felony counts of endangerment to children, 2 years in jail, and possibly $10,000 for each count. All right, Wolf Boy Jack, our resident lawyer, how do you defend this woman?
It's a woman?
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, it was much easier to think about if it was a guy.
For whatever reason, I thought it would be a guy's.
Me too.
It's male parenting at its best.
That's true. That's how how men babysit, right?
No, actually, it's the male that's sleeping and the child is running around. That's how male parenting happens.
Yeah, the male babysitter has mixed some antihistamines with his vodka or something,
Right.
and he's asleep. Yes, this was at the Lovin' Learnin' Daycare Center in North Texas.
Wish he had Sleepy in the title. That would have been fantastic.
Oh yeah, in the daycare center. So how do you defend this person? The people, the police over there say that they don't think that her intentions were malicious. So
I wonder what kind of antihistamine. I mean, those are for allergies.
it says over the counter stuff. So, but with a kid, right? I mean, an over the counter antihistamine that an adult would take, you give it to a kid that weighs what, a 20-month-old kid is going to weigh 20 pounds or something. That's going to knock the heck out of them. They're going to be sleeping till the parents come pick them up.
Tom, it was pollen season, They needed it.
Okay. I'm telling you, I'm discovering that the world of lawyers is they have to think of an argument of how to handle this.
Creative.
Right. So tell them it was pollen season. All right. Now, ladies and gentlemen, if you should need a good lawyer, you just heard an excellent argument there. You can send an email to host@crowdedplanetradio.com, and I will hook you up with Wolf Boy Jack.
That was on the fly.
That's right. He had no time to study this other than...
And he was only given a few details of the arrest report, really.
That's right. I mean, I have, highlighted a half a dozen lines off of a one-page story. So the Wolf Boy is sharp. He went right for it. He just, he found an argument, just spur of the moment. This story was not discussed before we went on air. I just dropped this on him.
You're sitting in jail somewhere listening to the AM radio, although I don't think you'd have one. You'd probably be listening to, what does Sheriff Joe play in the jails? He's got plays like Barney songs nonstop.
You're kidding.
No, he was on this station a while, not too long ago, but he did mention he changed it up a bit to where I think it's all conservative talk, actually, I think.
Really?
I think so.
We could be on there, right?
Wow.
He's got KFNX?
Possible.
Huh.
He used to have a show here years ago.
Yeah.
Yeah, he hosted a show here, maybe 8, 9 years ago?
And he would have everyone from the jail call in.
Yeah. All right, now here's another possible story to do with legal stuff, Jack, that maybe you can also kind of see how this kind of... I'm taking this more from the Crowded Planet Radio etiquette files, though. British school children... some as young as 3, this is in elementary school, they're getting their names registered on a government database. They're being listed as racist or homophobic.
What?
For the insults that they, toss out in the playground. So
now this just goes to show that even if you talk great, you're not smart. You don't have any common sense.
Who's the person without the common sense?
The Brits. They talk cool, but their government doesn't have any sense.
Well, did you know they don't have like a First Amendment over there? Like they've got a lot of laws that just purely criminalize saying anything insulting or there's no protection for free speech.
Well, you actually have enough
scratching
background
that country off my list.
Now, I mean, is this stuff that you're aware of just from your own hobby of reading about the law, or is this studied in school to understand laws of other countries? Or
no, we don't study international laws, but yeah.
You're just a curious character. That's another aspect I think that speaks to you as being a good lawyer, because understanding how law is done in other parts of the world could probably help you create arguments and understand how to approach things. And you're absolutely right, because it says here that this has come out of anti-bullying laws over there. But now, of course, it's anti-bullying laws that maybe have gone a little bit too far. It says that they had 34,000 reports of what they're putting under racism and everything just in a one-year period. Kids using the words like gay and lesbian and stuff like that.
Oh, there's different words over there. I remember that. Like, what is something like a poof, a puff?
You're right. They use a different term because actually over there, fag is a cigarette.
Right.
So, they're not calling people fags. Maybe that could be a defense over here.
Yeah.
I call somebody a fag, I get in trouble for it, and then I say, no, I was using the wrong word. But they even have a case where a kid said to his teacher, this work is gay.
Gay is universally. I was in Italy for a year and they used to say gay over there. One of the guys said to me, gay, universale.
Oh, okay. Was he trying to hit on you or something? Or the universal language you get Jack with. That's a different website. But it says the schools are being pressured because they do have anti-bullying policies. But we're kind of getting into a little bit of like kind of a big brother thing there, I guess. And
it could be just a sly way to track the youth as they grow up.
Well, they said actually that this will be kept in their school records, and as they move into like middle school and high school and all that, that those records will still stay. And I mean, that's kind of freaky that you could, at 3 years old, do something that is just. I mean, come on.
You're mimicking other children. You have no idea what these words mean.
You're probably mimicking your parents. I mean,
right.
Little kids, they hear words at home. Maybe that's what they should be doing. They should be going and they should be arresting the parents because that's where the influence is coming from. These kids aren't learning those words in school.
But if you arrest
they're
the
learning them at
parents,
home.
There's no money in the system, no government. Oh, my God, you found it out. That's why we do it. No government, no parents. Because they won't fund it.
All right, that sounds like next week's show.
Oh, okay.
All right, Crowded Planet Radio here, KFNX News Talk Radio. Thanks for joining us. I'm Bunker Bob signing off. He's Wolfboy Jack signing off.
Woo!
Danger Wayne, pop
Defend that.
Pop your beer bottle now, Danger Wayne. You're off the air now.